Animal Crossing.
All right, it's time. We are back. It is time for the end of day Animal Crossing report. Oh, did I say Animal Crossing report? Okay, we are back with the Black Ops Call of Duty report. Nope, that's not right either. Okay, we are live with the end of day market report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the most livest six packs in the world. You can go there and get yourself one, get one for a buddy. If you want to know what's going on with these markets, boom, bam, you got to go to PulseWaveTrading.com. Now, I will say this. I just realized that I had the show set for 9 o'clock. You guys know I go live at 8. And if I can go live before that, I would do that too. But here we go. All right, this is what it is. So it's been a weird day. Another wild volatility day in the markets. We had an unexpected in-between meeting, 50 basis point rate cut from the Fed, which is massive. The Fed normally does quarter points, but it did a 50 basis point rate cut. Had its arm twisted off by President Trump's tweet. Remember I talked about that in the pre-market poll scan this morning? I said, yep. Fed's getting his arm twisted. The president wants a rate cut, and my golly, he's going to get it, and he got it. So the Fed blinked. But let me tell you something. It was 100% ineffective. It did not stave off a market sell-off. Instead, the market sold off anyway. All right, say it with me. Say anyway. All right, the market sold off. It didn't care. The market said, I don't care. I don't care. All right, about your stimulus, about your rate cut. It means nothing. Let me tell you why. You know, you got the coronavirus fear making people panic. That's one thing. But the truth of the matter is the economy is not healthy like they claim that it is. It's not healthy. All right? The economy doesn't have a cold. The economy has the coronavirus. All right, that's the real talk. And what happens when that happens? Well, you see people start to take money out of that market and they do what they do. So we're really not surprised when we see movement like this. You know, it's just par for the course for us. You know, here at Pulse Wave Trading, we look at the algo charts anyway. So our algo charts are not necessarily going to line up with, your standard charting packages. I heard from a reliable source that Robinhood was down again today. I don't know what's going on, folks. They better get this stuff together over there. But see, again, that's the downside. You're not using a real brokerage firm. You can't pick up a phone and call somebody. You can't say, yo, fix your servers. Why are you having an outage? Now, I heard today that they were blaming the outage something about not adjusting for leap year or something. But, the end of February was days ago. So if there was going to be a problem, it should have been, March the 1st. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with that. I just don't know. Having worked in the industry, I can tell you that something like that is not foreign to these markets. Okay, things like that happen in these markets. All right, you can have that. You can have outages. You can have issues like that. But normally they don't stay down all day like that. They usually get that thing back up and running pronto because they can't afford to be down. They can't afford lawsuits. That's all they need to hear. Somebody say, yo, I couldn't get out of the market. I couldn't unwind my positions, and it's your fault. You owe me X amount of dollars. I'm blaming you for this. I want to go to I want to go to arbitration. I did it. We're going to arbitration. All right. They don't want that. But see, I don't know how this works because Robinhood is not a brokerage. It's an app. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I need to talk to my man because he's an expert in these sort of things. He knows the inside scoop. I should holler at Rossetti. Rossetti knows these kind of things. He's a deep brother. People, they disrespect him because he's a mole, but you're not supposed to discriminate. All right. Okay, fine. So he's the mole from Animal Crossing. Don't judge me, okay? Mr. Rossetti is a wise man / mole. And I'm feeling some type of way right now because, to my understanding, Mr. Rossetti is not going to have a major part in the new Animal Crossing when it comes out. He's not going to be screaming at you when you turn off the game and don't save and stuff like that. So I'm going to miss that part of the game. But I digress. Okay, so someone just said, okay, let me go ahead and post this. We got a comment. Someone said, New York City real estate has been down for 6 quarters. Mainstream, keep it mad quiet. You're right. You're right. And we're going to, that's something that we're going to be looking at tonight. Yeah, I got some stuff in here for you on the chart segment. We're building up to that. We're going to look at quite a few things in the algo charts. But there are some things that are amiss that we need to pay attention to and see what we can figure out. I will tell you this, though. There were times throughout the day where the markets were really acting like somebody flipped the switch and everything went haywire. Over these last couple of trading sessions, it's been wild because you've had situations where you had the bonds was dropping, stocks were dropping, gold was dropping, Bitcoin was dropping, the dollar was dropping, and it's like, where's the money going? Where's the money going? The money got to be going somewhere. So I thought that was kind of odd. Let me put a little bug in your ear though, real quick, before we get to these charts. Has anyone thought? All right, have you thought? Have you considered? Have you pondered that we are already under martial law? I would like to call this the self-induced martial law. I think it's ingenious as far as, the powers that be go. They didn't have to drive down the street with tanks and MRAPs and machine guns and combat boots and fatigues and M16s. They didn't have to do none of that. Yelling at you over a bullhorn, saying, "Get back in your house." They didn't have to do that. All right. They made you do it. All they had to do is tell you, yo, you don't want to go outside. Yo, if I was you, I wouldn't go outside, player. You might drop dead. Everybody and their mother gonna stay in the house. You scared to go outside. Isn't that self-quarantining? So they're causing you to quarantine yourself, to martial law yourself. I mean, isn't that what's happening? People scared to go outside. They're blaming everything on this coronavirus. Okay. And I think it is crazy. You got toilet paper selling out, like my man George just wrote right here. That's correct. Hand sanitizer selling out. Masks of all types are selling out. But you know what masks are selling out the most? It's not the ones made by 3M or any of its generics or competitors. Nah, that's not what's selling out at all. You know what's really selling out? Do you know the number one mask that is being sold right now, not just in America, but worldwide? It's the bandana scarves, yo. That's what people gonna be wrapping themselves around in, and they're gonna be putting a gun in your back. That's the kind of society they're preparing us for. Has nothing to do with this virus. What happens when people can't eat? When you prevent people from being able to eat, what you think they're gonna do? You're gonna have they're gonna mask up, and they're gonna be out there with the gun in your back. That's what's about to happen. All right. So you keep going out there and buying up everything, thinking, "Oh, I got lucky. I got some hand sanitizer. I got this. I got that." And as soon as you come out the store, run that. The gun's in your back. You can't even make it to your car. The gun's in your back. Run it. You guys think I'm just being funny. I'm not being funny. I'm telling you. You just wait and see the robberies, the armed robberies, the strong armed robbery rates shoot through the roof. Because people, when this is what they do, when you cause panic and fear, you don't control the level that it goes to. That's the danger of causing panic. They always say, well, you don't want to cause a panic to the people, like the movie Deep Impact. We're not going to tell them about Ellie, until like 10 seconds before it hits. Then we'll tell the people about it. But now they're doing the opposite. They're telling you about there's a coronavirus and we're all going to die. That's what they're telling you every day. Coronavirus, we're all going to die. Coronavirus is not just killing humans, it's killing the economy. It's not just killing the economy, it's killing your stock portfolio. It's killing your 401k. It's killing your grandma. That's what they're telling you. That's what they're telling you. Blame everything on the coronavirus. So the idiot that cut you off in traffic is not him. You should be mad at. You should be mad at that coronavirus. It's the coronavirus's fault the dude cut you off on the interstate. Blame everything on the coronavirus. As a matter of fact, I'm sure that there'll be breaking news tomorrow morning saying this just in, breaking news. We now have definitive proof that Osama bin Laden never committed any of those crimes. We have now actual sworn affidavits that it was the coronavirus that brought down the World Trade Center. Everything's going to be the coronavirus. Everything. It's crazy. It is crazy. I'm sure I can almost see it now. I'm using my intuition. I'm looking through my crystal ball. There's going to be a rapper that comes out and calls himself Corona One, MC Corona 1. I can see it right now. There may even be an extreme metal band that calls themselves COVID-19. I see it. I see t-shirts, COVID-19, end of the world. Yeah, I can see into the future. I see all this stuff happening. This is the most absurd thing I've ever seen in my life. They keep pushing the death rate. 9 more people died. 8 more people died over here. 20 people died over there. But they're not telling you that 500,000 people have survived since this thing hit the news media. So you've infected 500,000 people and 500,000 people have survived. They just want to tell you about those deaths here and there. Okay, this many people died here, this many people died there. But they're not saying, yeah, but for every person that has died, 1,000 people have survived. Because see, that wouldn't have the same meaning to it. It wouldn't scare you to death. It wouldn't make you shook. All right? It wouldn't do so. They have to make you shook. They have to highlight the deaths. And it doesn't matter if it's just one death. It has to be thousands. Now, since the start of this virus, 5,000 people worldwide have died. Oh, by the way, there's 7 billion people on the planet. So let's see here. So you got 7 billion people on the planet, and you got 5,000 people died. So the mortality rate on this thing is less than 1%. Okay, cool. 0.0001%. We should be shook. Come on, man. Really? People they get so nutty over nothing. The mainstream media is controlling the emotions of the masses, and you're letting them because you're panicking. They're not panicking. Until you start seeing government officials coming out, standing on the White House lawn, dressed in hazmat suits, giving press conferences, that's when you need to be concerned. That's when you need to be concerned. Or the president is giving a breaking news press conference, except for he's not in the White House. He's at some beach, some island somewhere. All right. Then you should start being concerned. Because he's like, that's them fools over there. I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm on this island over here. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Can you speak up, Mr. President? It's hard to hear you on the water skis. All right, hold on. Let me do this lap real quick. I'll be right back around. Then we'll finish talking. That's when you need to be like, yo, that's crazy, yo. The president's not even here. He's not even in the country, and he has a suntan. Really, he's chilling, and we out, and we supposed to be dying. See, that's when you get worried. I haven't seen one official, even from the healthcare agencies, give a press conference, speak on the mic, dressed in a hazmat suit. If I see that, then like, you know what, you guys, I was wrong about this. This thing is the end of the world. This is the Black Death 2.0. Get your house in order because tomorrow we'll probably be dead. But this ain't that. This ain't that. This is not the Black Death of the 1300s. Okay? It's not. That thing had a mortality rate of 100%. I don't think I've ever even read memoirs or anything of a person that survived. They got it. Everyone who got it was dead within days. Gone. No cure. So I'm just saying, folks, if this was really like, yo, this is the end of days up in here, yo, no, you would already see, man, it would be nothing on the shelf. You wouldn't be able to find milk, bread, or eggs nowhere. Everything will be off the shelf. All right. But you're not seeing that. All right. Okay. So Clorox, bleach is hard to find. Hand sanitizer and mask are hard to find. But I'm going to share something with you guys real quick because you're probably not going to get this anywhere else. All right. If we believe that this thing is weaponized, and I believe that it is, that means it's airborne. All the hand sanitizer and medical mask in the world is not going to save you. You would have to stop breathing in order to not be infected. It's airborne, folks. It's not a surface to surface disease. It is airborne. You can say, well, I'm not leaving my house. I'm just staying in my house. Yes, but you're still breathing while you're in your house. All right, your house is ventilated so that air can get in and out of your house and you don't suffocate. And if air is coming in from outside, you are breathing in virus. You can't stop it. It's airborne. You're dead. If it was all that, we're all dead. We're dead. It's airborne. That means you need a hazmat suit. And the last time I looked, I didn't see nobody walking around town in a hazmat suit. All right. I didn't see no ambulance people in hazmat suits, no first responder, no fire marshal, no police officers. All right. I've recently been to the hospital and doctor's offices, and they not walking around in hazmat suits. All right. So is this really a pandemic, folks? If it was a pandemic, do you think people would take the risk of not walking around in a hazmat suit when they left the door? I'm just saying, just think, people. Think. Don't panic. Don't be ruled by emotions. All right. When you're ruled by emotions, you are going to make grave mistakes and errors. You're gonna panic. They're not panicking. All right. That's all I'm saying. You know, you can learn a lot from the past. I'm gonna quote my man. All right, I'm gonna quote my man George. You may know him, George Bailey from It's a Wonderful Life. He said, Potter is not selling; he's buying. All right, and that's what he was trying to tell people. He said, you guys are panicking, and he's not. All right, don't get it twisted. He's buying stuff on the cheap. So when the stock market sells off, how do you think it bounces up like it do? Do you think everybody's smart enough to take profit right away? Do you think everybody and their mother subscribes to the PulseWave reports? They don't, because they're stupid. All right? Sheep are stupid by nature. Say it with me. Stupid. Sheep are stupid. All right? Like chickens. Chickens and sheep are stupid. They will run into a burning building. They're stupid. Don't be stupid. What I'm going to show you in these algo charts should help you out. Don't be stupid. All right? Don't be stupid. I remember this morning when, I knew that I had errands to run. I had things to do, and I'm going to be in and out tomorrow as well. But I remember before I stepped away, I wrote to the trade room. I said, "Look at here. I'm hitting the exit. I'm up out of here. I'm taking my profits and I'm hitting the dough. I'm out. I don't care what happens afterwards." Plus, I had a bad feeling anyway. I don't know why it is, but it seems like every time I step away from my desk, something wild happens in the markets or some news conference, the president opens his mouth, whatever. So I had the feeling, and that's one thing that George Soros wrote in The Alchemy of Finance. The Alchemy of Finance is a must read for the serious trader out there. It's up there with the reminiscence of a stock operator. Now, we know that George Soros is a globalist and elitist and Illuminati and all that other stuff. But that book is the bomb. I can definitely say that book was all that. He was breaking down, the aspects of trading. It is not an easy read. I have to warn you, if you're thinking about going out and getting it, it is not an easy read. It is extremely deep and a lot of trade jargon. So if you didn't work on the street, you might struggle understanding some of the concepts that he's talking about. All right. So I'm just saying it's not an easy read, and I'm not saying that to be funny or to discourage you. I'm just letting you know it's a hard read. All right. So you if you're gonna go for it, go for it. But it's a dope book. So I bring that up to say because I had a feeling this, I was like, I don't feel right. I don't feel comfortable in my skin. I don't feel comfortable with these trades. I know I'm right. I know the system is right. I think I need to take my money and run. What's my mantra to you guys? You never go broke taking profits, right? Boom, I took my profits and I backed my behind about you. I pushed back from the computer and said, I'm done. While I'm out, I hear on the news, on the radio, breaking news. The Federal Reserve has just lowered the interest rate by 50 basis points. And I'm like, whoa. That means people are getting their heads chopped off today. And sure enough, when I get back, I see the market all over the place. At one point, the Dow cash was down like 700-800 points, but the futures was up like 100 or 200 points. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then, of course, by the end of the day, the futures just totally fell off of a cliff. And now as I'm talking to you, the Dow is up 234 points. So anyway, this is like, botanical gardens variety of flavors that we're seeing. So without further ado, let me go ahead and just pull up these algo charts and go over it. And the news is just on fire, man. All types of speculation, people talking about shutting down the schools and That's how I know that some people, when they read, they lack understanding, and they must not have went to school in America. If you are from America, if you were born and raised in America, then you know that it takes an act of God to close a public school. All right. Some jurisdictions will send their kids to school with 6 foot of snow on the ground. They say, "Shut up! You're getting out of here. Go to school." All right. Now in D.C., you had to walk to school. It didn't matter if it was snow outside. It didn't matter if it was ice outside. It didn't matter what the temperature was. You going to school. You up out of here. That hasn't changed. I know in the state of Maryland and Virginia, I believe it is written that 180, 185 school calendar days that you must be in school. So if they miss snow days and stuff, they make it up. Man, it's gotten to the point now. I don't know if anybody's paid attention or not, but it almost feels like kids are going to school all year round now. I mean, it's like they had no summer vacation in 2019. It was like no summer vacation. I looked, it was like, okay, school's out. And then, like, by next week, it was like, oh, back to school. I'm like, what in the world? You got back to school sales in July? Really? Really? They just came out of school. What's going on here? So no more Labor Day after Labor Day go back to school. Nah, it was going back to school in August, like the beginning of August. I'm like, this is crazy. So that's not gonna happen. They ain't closing those schools up in here, y'all. I just had to put that out there for you. For you who don't really know how they get down here in the States, they don't be closing those schools. All right, because for a lot of people, public school is free daycare. So they're like, you getting up out of here. You getting up out of my hair. Take your behind on to school. So they ain't closing no schools. They're not going to close no bus stations because then they'll be missing a lot of money. They're not closing no airport. The airport is one of the only industries that is open 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They're not closed for Christmas. They're not closed for New Year's. They're not closed for the 4th of July. Planes land and take off daily in the United States. The airlines never ground. The only time the airlines grounded was on 9/11. Them planes are taking off. They're going to take off. Yeah, but what if there's a blizzard? Do you know they have special machines for blizzards? Did you know that? Oh, that runway going to get plowed. And those planes are going to be what is called de-iced. They will get that ice up off of those wings and put them things back. Them birds are getting up in the air. Straight up. And let me tell you how serious they are about that. There was a time I remember back when do you guys remember Fly Eye? Remember that? Independence Air? Remember that? Well, I remember there were times where the planes were straight empty. I'm not making this up. I am not lying. Empty plane. Empty. An empty plane. No passengers. That plane took off. It was going to reach its destination with or without a passenger. The planes was in the air. You think I'm playing? Them things flew with or without bodies. Same thing with buses, same thing with trains. They don't care if the train is empty, that train is leaving that station at the said time. So I'm just saying, folks, don't get it twisted. They're not stopping no commerce. They may have stopped stuff in Wuhan, but they ain't stopping nothing over here. Them planes are gonna fly, them buses are gonna take off, and same thing with them trains. You think they're gonna shut down the New York subway system? No. No, ma'am, no, sir. Think again. You think they're gonna shut down JFK and LaGuardia or O'Hare Airport or LAX? Oh man, let me tell you something, man. You got it twisted. I'm just letting y'all know. Public schools, oh no, them schools gonna open. Oh, they gonna be open. You better believe that. All right. You're not stopping commerce, not in the United States. You're not. No, 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 not at all. It would have to be a real pandemic with like a 98.9% mortality rate for them to say, okay, you know what, we ain't no planes lifting off today. No, 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 we good, we good. It would have to be something like that serious. Like I said, you know this is serious, folks, when you have lost a loved one to the coronavirus. All right. When you start losing loved ones to the coronavirus, then we can have a different conversation. Now we can really start talking about pandemic at that point. Now we're talking Black Death. Right now, it's just them dudes over there that we're hearing about. Them dudes over in China. All right. That's really what you're hearing. Yeah, there's some cases over here. They got a case in New York. They got a case. Yeah, okay, fine. But you don't hear the whole city in the United States being shut down. New York is not shutting down. Chicago ain't shutting down. LA ain't shutting down. DC's not shutting down. I think the DC government would be open if there was a nuclear bomb. If a nuclear bomb hit the state capital, the government would still be open for business. Are you kidding me? And they'd probably tell the DC school kids they need to go to school. But it was a blizzard last night. Yeah, but the nuclear bomb that just exploded melted all that ice. So you can go to school now. But we didn't have no heat. You don't need heat now. The nuke done warmed everything up. You good. Go to school. Get out of here. You guys think I'm playing? I'm not playing. This is all blowing back in their face. The Fed cut rates and it did nothing. It stopped nothing. Nothing was gained because there's nothing else they can do. Take rates to zero. They've already been pretty much at zero for the last 20 years. You go take them negative? They can't do anything. The system is out of control. So let me tell you how this is going to end. This is what's going to happen. When you tell somebody they can't get money, they're going to still get money. You tell a man he can't have a job, you're not giving him a job, he'll say, okay, fine, I'll create my own job. If you stop that man from getting a job or creating his own job, then he's going to say, okay, fine, I'll let you go to work and then I'll take your money. Fine. You're telling me I can't eat, I can't work, I can't do nothing? Well, then I'll wait for you to go cash your check and then I'm going to take your check. So that's what's going to happen. So I say that to say, China has been struggling, whatever. Now they're showing you pictures that they're back to work and everything's up and running. Let me tell you something. If it was really that serious, countries go to war over stuff like this. You think I'm playing? Exports are important. Countries need their oil. If you tell a country they can't get their oil, somebody getting shot. Something getting shot up. You think I'm playing? They do not stand down when it comes to nations getting their oil. They're gonna get their oil. So you telling me that no one wants to do business with China at all now because of the coronavirus? Please. Last time I checked, there was still food at the grocery store. There would be no food in the grocery store if China was not able to export. You don't think them barges are leaving China and coming all over the world so people can get their goods and services? Or they getting their goods and services? You think they're going to stop that? No. Oh, no one's doing business with China anymore because no one wants to get sick. Whatever. They're saying, China, you better bring me my widgets and stop playing with me. China is the sole global manufacturer right now. They manufacture everything. Not everything, everything. They manufacture everything. Okay? So you're going to say you're not receiving and taking nothing from China because of this virus? Please. All right? No. China, they're going to say, yo, China, I understand you sick over there, but you better run me my products. That's how they do. All right. You guys, please hear what I'm saying to you. China is going to run America and everybody else their products because people are paying for their products. All right. The Middle East is going to run America their oil because they're saying we paid for it. We controlling this. Run me my stuff. They don't want to hear that, hey, you know what? We sick. I got a headache. My nose is running. I can't manufacture these widgets. I can't manufacture these iPhones. Y'all not gonna have y'all iPhones. Let it come out that Apple can't get their iPhones. People will lose their minds. You take away someone's cell phone, they'll rather hand over their wallet and their car keys than their cell phone. Are you kidding me? This is all a ruse. And I'll be honest with you, I really don't know why, because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's counterproductive. Everything is counterproductive. All right. It doesn't make any sense. It's like they were trying to score some kind of political points or prove a point. Like, it's almost like if I didn't know any better, I would say that this feels like they're trying to take down the president by saying, oh, because, he was saying, look at my economy since I've been, in office. My economy's been off the chain, off the hook. Look at my market. And then this coronavirus story comes and erases all of the stock market gains. See what I'm saying? It's like a hit on the president, financial operations. Let's go ahead and leak this virus. Like, they didn't care how many people that the thing would kill or make sick, injure, whatever. How it would make the global economy grind to a halt because of fear. It's like they didn't care about none of that. They just needed to score their political points. This is not it's not beneath them. This is not beneath the enemies of Trump. I'm just saying, and I'm not saying he's all that. Is like he's the world's greatest president. I'm just saying they want him out of office so bad they will stoop to nothing to make it happen. I'm just saying. It would not surprise me that if it comes out that they was like, yo, we need to get this look out of the White House. How we gonna do it? I know. Yo, who we got over there in Wuhan? So-and-so? Okay, look, man, tell him he need to go ahead and release that. Release that. We're going to have to do that. We got to take this to the mattresses now. We're going to have to release that. Yeah, go ahead and release that. You heard me. I said release it. Okay, fine. We'll release it. And then they release it. It can't come back on them because that happened in China. We're here in the States. See what I'm saying? And then they release it. Boom. Ooh, look what's happening. Ooh, look. This is on Trump's watch. Ooh, look how it's destroyed. Then they can say Trump destroyed the economy. See what I'm saying? You got to open your eyes to things like this. When you see these things happening and it don't really make any sense, then it's exactly what you say. Especially when it's so far fetched and it doesn't, and it sounds just so unbelievable. Then that's usually exactly what it is. I'm just saying. All right. So just keep your eyes and ears open because right now, it's hard to see because of all the smoke. But once the smoke clears, you'll be able to see things a little bit more vividly. All right. Now, peep these charts. Okay. Peep these charts. All right. Boom. We're going to go right into here now. All right. This is the gold futures chart. All right. So here we is right here. You see we got a primary rally alert on the gold. Had a secondary crash alert the other day. Now we've reversed and we filled this gap. The only question is gold about to be sold again because they're going to now, the Fed's now going to backstop and prop up the U.S. stock market. I got to go with my primary signals here. So I'm looking for the gold to continue its run. But I don't know can it get back up to 1670? I don't know. And if it does, is it going to be sold again? That's the only question I got right now. Now, technically speaking, gold should be soaring right now because of all the money printing. But that hasn't stopped gold before. You know, I can only show you the algo charts. You know, I'm showing you what's happening here. This is what's happening. All right. It pulled back almost in tandem with the stock market, and now it's going up. It's like gold and U.S. stock market has become almost 100% correlated in a way. Weirdness, I know, but I'm just showing you the algo charts. That's my job. I show you the charts. All right, here's our next one. This is the real estate, the most famous real estate ETF, the IYR ticker. This thing is like the Batlax of ETFs. It's like no matter what happens, this thing was always going up and strong. You know what I'm saying? This is what's up. Oh, that's a slick little comment right there. All right, so he said, I'm disturbed. I must have lost some money today. Now, it's quite the opposite. Yeah, it's quite the opposite. I took my money and ran this morning. You probably missed the beginning of this. I made my money and I jumped ship before the market pulled back. I got out while the market was rallying because that's just what I do. When things don't feel right for me in the market, I take my profits and I post that in the trading room so that people who are doing the trades along with me, you know, they like to make moves when I make moves. So I tell them what I'm doing, and then they can decide if they want to go ahead and follow suit or not. So the reason why I'm pumped is because I want to drive it home to you guys that we are being gamed when it comes to this coronavirus. If I lost money, I say I lost money, and even if I didn't, I got people in the live feed that'll tell you a lot of them are members of the PulseWave trading. They'll tell you, yo, we had a bad day, or yeah, we got stopped out, man, it was terrible, or whatever. We don't hide none of that. All of my videos are still up, going back 10 years on YouTube. I have not taken down or erased any of my market reports, not near one of them. All of my stuff is up here, win, lose, or draw. I don't play that. I don't edit and filter out stuff. No, you got to give the people the good with the bad. So if I have a good day, I'm gonna tell you about it. If I have a bad day, I'm gonna tell you about it. I mean, you're gonna lose trades. That comes with the territory. But no, I did not lose any trades today. And I don't usually like to talk about myself and the stuff that I do because bragging is ridiculous. It doesn't mean anything. But I do tell you what time it is, and my track record on YouTube speaks for itself. I don't have to play games or pretend that I'm something that I'm not. You tell me. You've been following these videos. You tell me what you think. When I tell you something going up, I give you a rally alert. Does it not pop? If I give you a crash alert, does it not go down? I mean, these are algo charts. I give it to you. I give you the raw. You take the good with the bad. Sometimes things don't play out, but that's why you use stops. That's why we developed the pop method to teach you how to manage those trades so that did you know it's possible sometimes to even make money when we make mistakes and screw up? Straight up. Just saying. All right, so the IYR, it fell in sync with the stock market too. Now, this is a real estate ETF, and really it focuses more on the commercial side, all right, not the residential side. And it fell with the equity market. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all in a little secret. You know how I've been showing you these charts? Have you noticed a pattern? Have you noticed that a lot of these charts look exactly the same? It's almost identical in the pattern. All right, let me explain that to you. That's because of the algorithmic trading. I'm not the only person that uses algos to trade with, okay? A lot of institutions do it as well. So they trade together because one company hires like the same people to program their stuff. So they're using similar things. So when certain intraday price inflection points are reached and price moves in a certain way around those price points, all the machines around the world are triggered together. So it senses that one system is selling, so the other systems start piggybacking and doing what that system's doing, and it just snowballs into this ginormous avalanche, and then everyone's selling. They're not stupid. They spend tens and millions of dollars developing these algorithms. And over the years, Wall Street has spent billions of dollars creating these trading systems and algorithms to, it's both, it's dual sided. One side controls the market makers. You got the artificial intelligence software doing that now. Humans don't really make markets anymore. I know when you watch CNBC, you see traders standing on a trading floor. They're not doing what you think they're doing. All right, that's just really for your show. The real action is taking place off the floor. Why do you think there's so many telephones on that trading floor? Because someone is talking to them and barking orders through the other end of that phone to them. Yo, go do this and do that now. That's how that goes. So just so you know. All right. So anyway, um, oh, good. Yeah, you're right about that. I forgot about that. Tony said my man didn't know he needs to review how there'll not be a crash. Yeah, that's true. The documentary there is no collapse. It's still up on YouTube. For those of you who haven't seen that documentary, there is no collapse. I really strongly urge you to watch that documentary. And then the second one, the follow up to that one, part two is the Federal Reserve and the central banks versus the blockchain and cryptocurrencies. And those two documentaries were done back in 2016. All right, and here we are 4 years later, and pretty much everything I talked about in those two documentaries have since manifested. All right, so in this IYR, we fell down in unison with the stock market because when the panic selling algorithms kick in, it doesn't matter what this ETF is doing, what companies is holding, how they're doing. Every company that is made up of this ETF could have been having an incredible year and even be having an incredible quarter. Doesn't matter. Sell everything. When certain price points are tripped, like tripwires, boom, it's going to make these things sell off. But then they bounce right back when all the dust settles and oh, we panic for nothing. Then they come back up. So that's what you have. You have this primary rally alert in the IYR. The market does rally, and then now we're getting close to the resistance, or the trend line resistance. And if it can push through it, then we should be able to get back into the bull market that it was in. If not, then we're going to roll over, and we actually will be starting a bear market. It's funny how sometimes things can precede something else happening. Like you can make an argument that we were coming here anyway, just because of the economy and stuff, but that would have been over the next maybe 18 months or so, not all at once like this in a week. All right, so this is way overdone. Market's correcting itself. We'll see how far we go. I just want to show you how these things are similar. All right, here's Hack. Hack did not survive it either. Look, it came down just like the stock market. We got that primary rally alert. Boom, it only really lasted a day, and then on the opening today, you had a continuation pattern right here. Bam, hit with that reversal. Just gave it all back up. What this right here is showing you with Hack, and this is the scary part, it's below the Kumo cloud, and it's having trouble with the resistance of the Kumo cloud. So this chart alone is saying that the bull market is over. This puppy is getting ready to roll over, and roll over for real. Like we're about to have a bear market. So this chart is a little frightening. I have to give it up. I have to tell you, this is not good. If this drop was really like not real, this thing should have been coming up and not reversed right here. Should have kept coming. Plus, we got this gap that at some point is going to have to be reckoned with. All right, it's just telling you that the market is just too much going on right now. It can't rally. All right, so that's hack. All right, GDXJ gold miners. Look what we did. We popped up to the top of the Kumo cloud, cut right through the bottom of the cloud resistance, and went right straight to the top of the cloud and stopped on a dime. Isn't that something? Right off of the back of this primary rally alert that we just had coming into today. Boom, the market explodes, and here we are. But it stops right there at that top of the Kumo cloud and forms a bullish pointer. So this one has more to run. I think we can get up to at least 43. We'll have to watch this one, but it's looking good right now on coming off the back of the strong gold market. GBTC, the Bitcoin ETF, we now have an official initial rally alert, but we're right here at this resistance. If the market can get over it, then we should be able to get back to at least 11.5. That should be the initial target for the move. So, you take what you can get in a bear market, but this overhead resistance is looking pretty strong and tough to overcome. A good solid close over it would really open that door for us. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what's up with that. Let's see here. Let's go to the next one. All right, the next one. Hold on, before I pull that up, let me catch up with what's in the room here. We got. Let's see. Wow. Good question. All right, so since all the markets use algos, is there a chance for all the algos worldwide to be in sync one day and we have a market freeze? Just a theoretical Vulcan question. No, that's a good question. Hey, guys, don't be afraid to ask questions. That's a really good question. I'm going to say yes and no. Basically, the markets do move globally hand in hand. That's what you saw on the leg down with the Dow. That's all the computers coming in and sync with one another, sensing that that someone else is moving, so then you're going to move too. But as far as freezing and doing nothing, nah. The way the markets are designed, they're not going to freeze. They're not ever going to not move. They're always going to move up or down. It's just the way it goes. Is there possible to ever have an equilibrium? I've never seen it in all my days. I've never seen it where the market does not move at all. I know in the futures markets, if a futures contract is not moving, they get rid of it. That's what happened to eggs. That's why you can't trade eggs anymore. All right, there used to be an egg market, not anymore. And we still have milk and cheese, and I think butter. Or if it's not cheese, I think it's just milk and butter, something like that. I take that back. It's not. I don't remember no cheese. I do remember butter and milk, but those usually are not open to the retail public. Most brokers don't offer that. That's up there with like trying to trade weather futures. So no, I don't think there'll ever be an equilibrium and prices not move. That's what the whole market is about, trying to find equilibrium. There's always, even with the machines, someone always needs to do something that someone else needs to do the opposite of. That's the whole nature of the markets. You may have a need to sell for whatever reason. I may have a need to buy regardless for whatever reason. Always remember that. As a market is rising or falling, someone is buying and selling. Orders are matched up in the market. That's how we get these price fluctuations. And that's why they have what is called price ladders. You can look at the price ladder and see what the supply and demand is at any price point. And those orders are matched. It's an order matching auction routing system. So having equilibrium means that no one's putting in any bids or offers. Someone's always putting up a bid, and there's always going to be an offer, even if a computer has to do it, which is the way it's done now because everything's computerized. It's always going to be bid and ask, always. Always. It's never not going to be bid and ask. All right, next one. Let's see. All right, here's another one. Do you think it was buy the dip yesterday with the powers to be, knowing there was going to be a down day? Uh, yes and no. The first part of your question, yes, I do believe that yesterday was that buy the dip. Absolutely. Because I had the primary rally alert that let me know that money was already being positioned ahead of the move. That's how I get my rally and crash alerts. They're picking up on market activity prior to it happening. And so that's what happened. But see, like I was telling you guys too, remember what I said? I said, you got to learn to take profits quick in a bear market. When you get these bear market rallies, they can be enormous. So you got to learn to take profit quickly. So yes, that's a good question. Yep. Show your support. Hit that like button, you guys, and share the video. I say that all the time. Thanks for reminding me. Absolutely. All right, let's see here. Trying to understand this one. A seizure like Corona will be devastating the market, says 30 days. Countdown is 7:20. Good point. I've been hearing, murmurs about stuff like that. I don't get into the date setting aspect. I've covered this a lot of times on the channel, how it's very difficult to marry time with price, time horizons with price. I can get you roundabout, but like specific dates, that's impossible. Um, in my experience, it's impossible. I can get you roundabout. I can give you that, but like saying on this date, April the 12th, nah, that's hard to do. That's real hard to do. I can say like maybe the first or second week of April, something like this could happen, time horizon, but specific date, that's nearly impossible in my opinion. Um, People try it all the time, but that's not my stilo. All right, so here's the euro yen. Now we've been studying the euro yen for a minute since it was back here and it topped out, and we got that primary crash alert, followed by a secondary crash alert, and then you see where we went. Then we got a primary rally alert. The market stood up in the up zone for a minute, but then just gave it up. And then we had this crash alert, and euro yen's all chopped up right now. It doesn't know what it wants to do. Look at these ridiculous trading ranges. When's the last time you've seen ranges like this? 300-400 points on the euro yen. Come on. Average bars are not like that. Look at this. Average bars are not like that. But now look at this. Look. 118.5 to 121. Really? 300-point trading range? Really? Crazy, man. Crazy. So this one, we don't know this one. It don't know what it want to do. This thing is all over the place right now. So we just watching and saying whatever. This thing is consolidated under the Kumo cloud, and it doesn't know. It's either going to break up or break down. We have no way of knowing at this moment. No clear signal in the euro yen. Looking at the Dow futures, we now went from a primary rally alert to a primary crash alert. When you got back-to-back alerts like this, it's usually a signal of a consolidation coming. So I think we're going to be trading within this range, this being the top, this being the bottom, and we're just going to move sideways for quite a while. The trading range has now been established for now. No more rallying. Any rallies and sell-offs will be contained within the range at this point. The market is saying it can't do no more. It can't bounce no more. It's just it. So this is crazy. This is a weird space we're in right now, folks. This is a weird space. All right, moving on. Here's the Bitcoin now. Bitcoin is also right now tied up. Is saying I don't know what I want to do either. Trading range has been established. Now you're in a narrow range situation. You came off of this primary crash alert. Now you got a primary rally alert, but nothing's happened except for you got followed with a primary crash alert, and that's it. That's all it's giving you. Nothing's happened. It's a tight trading range. It doesn't know what it wants to do, if it's going to break out, break down, or what. It's just like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't love myself right now. That's basically what Bitcoin is saying. I don't like myself. I don't love myself right now. I'm confused. I need to find myself. So it's flat and consolidated, top side of the Kumo cloud, but still under pressure, still under a bull market correction, coming off of the bull market high. All right. So this is what this is right now. No, it's not time to back up the truck. We don't have bottoms and anything. We have not officially bottomed out of nothing. I take things day by day, and right now, this is where we at, folks. Here's silver futures. It's a mess. Primary crash alert, secondary crash alert. Here we are down here, contract rollover. Primary rally alert now. We're inside the Kumo cloud. We've got a bullish pointer. Overhead resistance right here, 1760, 1770. I mean, really? I don't know, man. The markets are all jacked up. It's going to take up to several days for the market to get itself together and decide what it wants to do right now. Here's your financial spider. Trading range established too. Primary rally alert followed by primary crash alert, canceling out each other, calling for a trading range now. Boom. We're just going to move sideways down here until the market decides what it's going to do. But right now, it's tired. Rallies are being sold. And then once those things sell off, buyers are coming in and bidding the market back up again. It's just, here's your equilibrium. Here's the answer to your equilibrium question. This is equilibrium, where you have a trading range established. Sellers are saying, all right, here we are, right here. Here's our top. And then the bottom fishers are saying, okay, here's our support. They're the support. All right, your buyers are your support. Your sellers are your resistance, and they're saying, okay, here's the trading range. So the market will continue to seek to find trading range within that concept right there. So all right, here's another great question. Dex, was today a loss and confidence day? A rate cut will be positive in the markets. That is a darn good question. All right. That is a brilliant question. All right. So let me give you the history of that. Normally, when the market receives a rate cut, it is a shot in the arm for the markets. It is an encouragement to the markets. It's saying, yo, market, I got your back. The Fed is saying to the market, yo, homie, you got static? What? They trying to set it? Oh, for real? It's on? Okay, I got your back. Bring all the smoke. I want all the smoke. I got this. I'm going to hold you down. That's what the Fed normally does with the market, and the market takes that as, yay! But today, the market was too sick, too beat up to get up and get his boogie on. It's like a dude who just got up out of a bar fight, a bar brawl, and he got the stuffings knocked out of him. And then right after you pick him up off the floor, you say, okay, let's dance. He can't dance. His arm is been pulled out of socket. His shoulder's pulled out of socket. He has a broken leg. His spleen is sticking out of his chest. All right. He can't dance. He's in no shape to dance. All right. He can't get his boogie on. He's been beat up. He got beat up. He can't walk. He can't talk hard. He can't do nothing. He also has a subdural hematoma. He has a skull fracture. Dude is delirious. He's talking about dance. He can't dance. You know? That's like you outside, right? You see somebody get hit by a bus. And then here come dude from the publisher's clearinghouse. Say, wait, hold on. He stands over the dude's body to him. You just won the $10 million publisher sweepstakes. I've been looking for you all over the place. Now is not the time for this man to hear that. He just got hit by a bus. He's unresponsive to that wonderful news you just gave him. He cannot respond to just winning the $10 million publisher sweepstakes when he just got hit by a bus. See what I'm saying? Well, that's what happened to the market. The market got hit by a bus. Bow. And then right at the same time, the Fed comes and says, yo, you are the winner of the $10 million Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. Market can't respond. Dude is out. He just got hit by a bus. All right? He lights out. So that's what's happening. The market is struggling. All right? So that's what happened. Ran over by all 18 wheels. He got ran over by all 18 of them wheels hit him too. Pa-pow, pa-pow. All of them. So even as we speak right now, the Dow's up 173 points. That ain't nothing these days. Not when the Dow's been having 2,000 point swings and being up and down 1,000 points every day. That ain't nothing. But I'm saying right now that today was whack because the market couldn't respond. Now there have been historically what is called delayed responses. I go back to the year 2000, between January and March of 2000. Fed cuts rates in between meetings without warning. Market is shocked, right? Now it got to the point where after over time, when the Fed would do these rate cuts, where we would get these delayed responses where the market would stop panicking when that happened, and then sometimes nothing would happen at all, and then the next day you just get this explosion to the upside. The way it used to be, Fed lowers rates, Dow jumps 600 points, NASDAQ jumps 600 points, S&P 500 jumps 110 points. And it was almost to the number. I'm not even being funny. I'm telling you the truth. The S&P 500 futures would move 110 points exactly. The Dow and the NASDAQ would move 600 points exactly within seconds. Bam, of the announcement. Then it got to the point where, and we had a rule at that time. You do not trade on an FOMC day ever because you just never knew what was going to happen. 600 point move in the Dow would decimate you, so you would not touch that. Then it got to the point where the rate cuts didn't mean anything anymore. There'd be these delayed responses. Okay, we're going to digest this. And then the next day, the market will run up. Then it got to the point where it was like, you know what? We can trade Fed days now. It don't really matter. We can trade. We can just whatever. Well, now it's gotten back to the point where you can no longer, trade like that. You got to take profits when you see them, and you got to stay away from the futures contracts a little bit until they settle down, until these trading ranges get back, normal. Because right now they're not normal. These trading ranges are ridiculous. Who's going to risk 2,000 Dow futures points or 300 NASDAQ futures or S&P futures points? You got to be crazy. Ain't nobody doing that. So anyway, another question. Is J-Nug still fly? You haven't talked about how fly she is in a while. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Me and J-Nug, man, since we split up, I ain't really hollered at her at all, man. Last time I heard, man, she was smoking crack, looking whack. Last time I saw J-Nug, man, she looked like a smoked out Daffy Duck. So I was like, nah, I don't have no words for her, man. I don't have no flavor for her. She's looking like a smoked out Daffy Duck. I can't mess with her, man. I'm sorry. I can't mess with her. So me and J-Nug, we ain't been talking. They keep doing playing with these markets. Man. That's one thing about the ETFs, man, especially like the 3X ones, man. They be doing these reverse splits and stuff with it's crazy. So, I don't know. The real reason I haven't really messed with J-Nug too, though, is because for the longest time, the JDXJ was still trying to find its way. And I'm not messing with the J-Nug until GDXJ is in a bull market for real and, going up. Then that's when you get into the J-Nug because now you're getting that leverage that's very usable in a bull market. So until the J-Nug is, really putting on some weight, stop, put down that pipe, then we can start talking again. Then I start taking it out again. And you'll hear about it because I'll be singing it. I'll be singing the praises. And we may get to that point soon. We'll see. I've been watching gold and silver. I want to operate so bad, but it's not mature yet. I like mature trends. And if a trend ain't mature, I kind of like stay away from it. So, I'm taking a good long hard look these days, man. I'm looking at stuff, man. I'm looking at stuff. So anyway, let's take a look at this. The dollar, the UUP is the ETF for this one. It's gone down in unison with the stock market. This is the dollar, folks. It's gone down with the stock market. You got stocks down. You got gold and silver down. You got the dollar down. I mean, like I said, where's the money going? This thing is about to fall off the cliff below the Kumo cloud. So, sayonara on that one. The only bright spot is TLT. Look at that bar. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right, and it pulled back to fill the gap right here. Bonds is like, yo, you got to deal with me. You got to come trade me because Bonds ain't playing around. I'm liking the way this structure is looking, so I may have to go in and do something with the TLT, like for real. The only thing though, you got this gap right here, man. You got this gap between your teeth right here, so I don't know. That's a little unattractive. You buy here, you're coming down here. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna let the TBT tell me what to do, and I'll just buy the inverse ETF as this thing pulls back down to this thing here. Once it fills this gap, then it'll probably be time to buy. But it's running. I don't want to buy it up here because it's running the risk of a massive gap down pullback to fill this gap down here, especially if the Fed is going to be backstopping the stock market. There's no reason for the Dow to sell off anymore. So whatever sell-off you see in the stock market is going to be news-driven. I think it's getting close to backing up the truck time for the stock market, but that that hack chart has got me a little concerned, though. Another one got me concerned is semiconductor. This is SMH. We had the primary rally alert, and now we got this primary crash alert. I don't know, son. I don't know, man. These markets are broken. They've officially broken the market, and I don't know. This gap is going to be reckoned with, but then I think there's a strong possibility we're going to roll right back over because look at the overhead resistance in the top of the Kumo cloud that is right in the gap. That's telling me this thing ain't going back up nowhere. Semiconductors is going nowhere. Semiconductors and the hack chart has me concerned for the near-term bullishness of the stock market, like for real, and the XLF financial sector ETF. So, and then here's another one. It's the QQQ now. Look at this. Look how we respected the upper trend line resistance, and look how we pulled back down into the Kumo cloud, and we got a primary crash alert. It's not looking good for the bull market argument right now. Anything can happen, but right now, I don't know what the market's going to be, in the future. I wish I knew. I can only take it from day to day and do what the algorithms tell me to do. The system is dope, and that's just point blank. PulseWave price trigger system is dope. So I programmed it to think for me. Because right now, just looking at these charts, I can't call it. I just do what the system tells me to do, straight up, and then put my stops in, and boom, I'll make my money over time. But as of like right now, gun to my head, I have no idea. All I know is these gaps right here. I'm with you on this one. Them gaps they make you paranoid to be buying, buying something. When you got gaps down here and you trying to buy up here, you should be concerned. If you're trying to short right now, though, This gap should be making you nervous to short the stock market right now because you got this gap up here and it ain't been filled yet. So as soon as you short and you get caught up in here, the market's going to take you up here to fill this gap, and it could keep going and stop you the heck out. Knuckle. Who wants to be stopped out? I don't. Not like that. Not like that at all. All right, question. Dex, could the Fed be behind stock market? Since the Russia Mueller investigation and impeachment didn't work, now they are going after the economy to make him look bad during the 2020 elections. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. 100%. I said that a while back in the beginning of this video. Yes, yes, and more yes. Can I look at link? No, I don't have the link synced up into the PulseWaves yet. I've been building the database, though. I haven't forgot about you guys asking for link. All right, I have built and designed the database for link, and now I'm just acquiring data. So it's going to take some time for me to get data for that and analyze it and make sure that everything's synced up, and then we'll see. But so far, I don't have nothing for you on the link. I'm sorry. Ethereum long is going good so far. Yeah, I haven't. Let me see. I had to pull that one up. Did I put that in here or not? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. No, I didn't. So hold on. Ethereum. That begins with the letter E, right? Just kidding. All right, Ethereum. Here we go. All right, so Ethereum is a little bit different story. It's consolidating top of the trend line support also. So I think this does want to go back up, but because we have a crash alert followed by a primary rally alert, that's telling me that this is going to consolidate for a little bit also. But I do think it wants to try to at least get back up to 250. But we're also in danger of the twain shall meet between the trend line support and the top of the Kumo cloud, which is way down here at 165. So are they going to meet at 195, 200? I don't know. I can just say that you're established in your range now with the Ethereum. So if you're long and you got profits, please put that stop in there and don't turn a winning trade into a losing one. All right. All right. Let's see. BCH. Yep. BCH is one of our free trades of the week. So let me go and pull that up for you. BCH. Here we go. All right. So BCH, this is what we got. All right, same thing. Primary rally alert followed by a primary crash alert, but this is happening inside of the Kumo cloud, which ain't cool. Kumo clouds are weird. They go from bottom to the top, back to the bottom again. This is a trading range within a consolidation cloud. So you're consolidated within a consolidated cloud. This is going nowhere for the time being. This is going nowhere. Nowhere. It's not going anywhere. It's flat. It's still under a correction and threatening to drop below the Kumo cloud and become a bear market. So if anything, I say the bias is to the downside on Bitcoin Cash. And then our last chart of the day is that NASDAQ 100. That NAS crack, that nasty DAC. Look at that. Primary crash alert, secondary crash alert, boom, it gave it up. Primary rally alert, got us up to here. Primary crash alert, respecting the trend line resistance. Are we about to roll over? I don't know. It's looking that way, though. It's definitely looking that way. Tesla. All right, I think I can do one more. Let's look at Tesla. Haven't looked at that one for a couple of days, so let's see what Tesla got to say. I'm thinking that Tesla's all over the place like the rest of the market, so let's see. All right, we got... All right, here we go. So Tesla right now We got this first gap taken care of, and now look at here. We got the second gap taken care of now right here. And it's looking like it may have filled this. Have we got the ducks in a row on Tesla? Is Tesla about to rally? Have we found a crown jewel among all this tomfoolery? Let's pull out the measuring tape. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, what do we have here? 618. Whoa, we got a winner, folks. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Tesla filled that gap. Oh, sookie now. And we got a primary rally alert. And we got a bright spot. This one looks like it might go to distance. I got resistance between 850 and 900. Right up in here. Gap must be filled. I think we go to about 850, 900. And then it rolls over. So this one looks like it could be good for a long up to 850 to 900, and then you get the heck out of Dodge, take your profit, because this thing's going to roll over and come down here to about 400. Top of the Kumo cloud, top of the trend line, support. You can't say never the twain shall meet, because they're going to meet right here around 500 to 550. All right. I think I'm all talked out. I feel like Forrest Gump. Went after that long run when he ran for like 6 months straight, running across the country. And then one day he just stopped and he turned around and faced the crowd. Everybody's like, oh, the prophet is about to speak. And he was like, I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm going home. And everybody's like, what? They thought he was going to give some incredible prophetic insight, star cult, a running cult or something. And he just said, nope, tired. I'm going home. I'm done. So that's how I feel right now. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm going home. As far as patterns, that's a good question. He says, would that be a double bottom pattern? I don't get into patterns. Patterns are subjective. One person can see something, another person can see another, like looking at animal figures in clouds when you're laying on your back in the grass in a summer day, looking at how many patterns and designs you can see in the clouds. Nah, I don't really subscribe to that. Not really. Sometimes you'll hear me allude to it here and there, but nah, I don't really put too much stock in that. Excuse me. Thanks, Tony. Likewise. Yes, all is well, and I pray for you and yours as well, my man. All right, so yo, that's what's up. Hey, love you guys, man. Be encouraged. Every single last one of you. Please take to heart what I said earlier. Don't be out here panicking, okay? Be encouraged. Hit that like button. Share the video with someone you never know who it may encourage or help. And also subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can be notified of new content. And the best thing you can do is go to PulseWaveTrading.com and do what? Subscribe, man. We got free goodies for subscribers. You can get a free account there. And don't stop there. Go ahead and get yourself a 6-pack, man. $69. Start trading with us for a month, man. Come make some coin with us. Break some bread with us, all right? The best thing you guys can do for yourself right now, seriously, is to make so much money in these markets because they're printing money. Why not come get some of it? They're printing money for us. Let them print. All right? I like that idea. If they're going to be printing money, I might as well get some of it. Okay? So let's go do that. Let's go raid these banks. This is the safest legal way to rob a bank. And it's not to own one. No. The way to rob the bank is to go in these trading accounts, go in these markets, and pilfer and pillage the market movement. That's how you do it. Drain the banks, folks. Drain the swamp. All right, with that being said, remember, I'll be back here tomorrow morning for pre-market post scan. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. What that means is take what you can from the stock market each and every day and give none of those profits back to the market in the form of losses because you didn't put your stops in. And I'm out. Peace.